Alrighty. Looks like we are officially live. Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy.
Wait, we are live?
Yep, just went live. It technically went live in just about 30 seconds ago now.
Fair enough.
Well, the goal today, as it has been for the last few ones, is to just, to the best we can, try and push forward through the post Endwalker scenario and make our way to Dawntrail. Now, how far we get, well, we'll see how that turns out. So I'll start by talking to this attendant here and get the ball rolling.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
So I'm going to assume this Contra Memoria that Zero's talking about is is her world's equivalent to the Flood of Light.
We are all ears.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace. only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call void scent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. We warned that this will take a while.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light.
Yes, the whole thing with with Eden over in the first.
Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But The sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Meanwhile, elsewhere. So I'm guessing we're gonna take a little peek in on what Golbez is up to.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha! Some excitement for a change.
Two archfiends remaining. And Golbez himself.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
And there's the ding that officially marks the 6.2 content complete. Well, before I get any further into it, I want to queue up for a roulette. Hey, you still there, Stormy? Can you hear me?
Yep. Right here. Sorry, mic was off.
That would explain it. So before I start diving properly into the 6.3 stuff, shall we queue up or something?
Yeah, just give it a sec.
Alright, so it looks like the next quest is once more unto the void. So probably safe to say I'll be in rather short order returning to the world of darkness.
Funny you should mention the void. And... Oh, not yet. Wait, you... Ow! Buggo. Took you gone A for a moment, apparently. So where is that guy? I don't know. Just a moment now, it's turning in a quest.
Ah. Yeah, I probably should pick up the next one while I'm waiting.
What?
Yeah, everything all right over there?
Oh, good lord.
Oh, I'm gonna wager guess you're working on the Stormblood Hildebrand quest, aren't you?
That's one way of putting it.
I mean, a reaction like what I just heard, in many ways, just screams of a gentlemanly pursuit.
Everyone is so carefree. Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxury is a loss to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end? But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it. Why are you here? Was there something you needed? So you're heading back now? Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Ah, there you are.
What kept you now?
Was talking with Zero while waiting for you to arrive.
Are you sure it wasn't those short, stubby legs of yours? Don't you think about swinging that thing. Unless you up. was.
Yeah, you're certainly talking a lot of shit for someone at prime kneecapping height.
Says one is prime punting height.
So, so shall we queue up and prepare to head out before I have to dive into the world of darkness once more?
We shall. You realize we're both DPS right now, right? This was a mistake, wasn't it? Nay, we're already queued.
You're queued. I'm not. Forgot something.
You were. You. Meh. So, would you like to be sauteed or mashed? Or perhaps Julian Lalafell would be. Giggle all you want, potato breath. You're the one who's playing a potato. In fact, you're playing potato on a potato. Double potato.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm getting a bit more familiar, more accustomed to samurai now.
Nah, just need to practice. Must use samurai because, you know, Stormblood Hildebrand.
That's fair, that's fair.
Seemed appropriate because, you know, we're in handgun.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, samurai was Stormblood's main job. Well, all said it.
Well, I'm ready to queue when you are.
Goddammit, we're not ready.
Well,
Mine is all over the place today, apparently.
apparently. Vampire Sirius. Been a while.
What is this again?
This is where we'll have to deal with Siren.
Who?
Yeah, Siren. The spot I'm most familiar with them being a thing is in being a summon in Final Fantasy VIII. Maybe pulled a little too much.
Yeah, we've got a whip behind the ears anyway here. Look at Astro is where it is using Okay. The hell is that?
Now, one I used a popped home gang.
You got tank stances on. Where the hell did we get one shot?
I have no idea. taking more measured pulls after that first one.
friggin' Asuna. Wow. Hate this dungeon. Right. Oh, that is really annoying. Refine that.
home with just a sneeze left.
Ugh. Finally! Okay. Kind of ugly, don't you think, Nate?
Yeah, a bit uglier than it should. Definitely been a while since I've last done that one at level. So yeah, it could have been a little cleaner.
That was...
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it? He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzat-Han until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there. We're to rendezvous at Tertium. We'll need to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Gods revel, lands tremble. Huh? Interesting. And Varshan being able to sense his sister for just the briefest of moments before vanishing, that to me feels like bait on a hook.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
To hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
So we'll keep doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
I'd say up and down else they are both doing a fine job.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The Allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel? Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
What to say to LSA? Just a simple sorry, or I thought you were busy. Technically, both are true.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one. But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galma. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have. In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of void sent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants. The very same I believe you have mastered. While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
And a little comment to me being a Reaper there. Thank you for that, Alfinol.
To summon not one, but several powerful voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
And we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
some possible business with Reapers causing all this. Alright, I get to spend some time with Elisay on this leg.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious.
Everything all right there?
Yeah, just reading up on something. Ooh.
Yeah, with the sounds you're making, it a good something or a bad something?
An uncomfortable, but a necessary something.
I won't press then.
I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
I suppose, yeah, with Zero living so long in the 13th and how the 13th is, the whole concept of altruism isn't exactly a concept that they're familiar with anymore.
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Trolling for some void scent.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security. Though things will never be as they once were. If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Just don't work yourself too hard, Alice. And it just gave me the option to say more or less what I just literally said. Just try not to overdo it, eh?
Oh? Oh, come now.
One moment.
You think I don't know my own limits? Still, I appreciate your concern. Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back. I hope Alphino and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble. I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else. She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
You're sounding a bit, at least sounding a bit tired over there.
Excuse me, Alphino. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank
you again for your help.
One of the annoying housemates has been making a lot of noise. However,
Zero,
it will
I
fix
take it
this
you're one
problem
of
pretty easily.
Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
Oh.
Did I say something odd?
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
If you say so. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim Steppe-style dumplings. Buds, they call them. Never had a dumpling. It's like the kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables, usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald, too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones. Just think of it as bread, all right? I should warn you though, they're spicy.
Surprisingly
Helps them keep
natural
longer, I
animation
assume.
for an MMO.
Too much for the children to handle
Even
though.
FF14.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Interesting.
Interesting good, or interesting...
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
I suppose it depends on the spice. And, well, how much of it you use.
Oh, Euless. Getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
This is nice, a scene like this.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino, Alize.
Yeah, so I was thinking some of those food rewards remind me that one of these days I need to track down the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook and try my hand at some of the recipes in there for real. Might be fun. I think I recently heard that they were working on a second volume of it. After finishing the cutscene for picking up this current quest, want to queue up for another duty. I'd say it's about time to get a little variety in there.
Yes. It is very unstimulated right now.
Looks like it's the perfect time to do it because the next thing up is an instance to thing.
Aren't you already in an instance?
Mm-mm.
So where did you fuck off to then?
I'm up in Garlemald. Yeah, they didn't send me to the World of Darkness. They sent me over to Garlemald. And we got the Praetorium. Lovely.
For whom do you fight? Ugh. But hey, at least it's a chance to show off the new tank grip, right?
Yeah, we got a few varieties that drip in the party here.
Very true, Nang.
Yeah, kind of like the drip our machinist has. Nice and casual. cutscene is rolling, I may as well go and help myself to a cookie.
No comment, mate.
A little something sweet for a little pick-me-up. And that lasted just long enough for showtime.
Showtime, huh? Your neck! Please!
Nier's come a fair bit since these days. Alright, Nero, put down the hammer and play nice now.
Jackass! What, Nate?
And what is it?
Even the energy drink's not keeping it awake. Been awake all day, and it's been a long day. Its energy's flagging. We might have to call it after this, actually. Sorry for a short one.
Well, at this point, we'll be crossing over the 2-hour minimum run length.
Good point. Boy.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
Think about this to be the second time in recent memory we've ended up wrapping one of these streams just before an instanced encounter.
Yeah. Not surprising, honestly. It's been a heck of a long day over on this end.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? Do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down? They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak. this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation. Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
Okay, definitely like that machinist style. Even though
Fuck.
Yeah, you sound like you need to turn in for now.
It has been a very long day.
I can get that. Yeah, but yeah, the part that felt long for my day happened not long before stream, to be honest. So, in many ways, the stream was a much needed pick me up. So, I have no idea how far into 6.3 I am right now, but I think I made a decent chunk in the short time we've been going. Part of me is curious to see if this thing, if this glowing spot is one of those. You're gonna get a warning that a lot of scenes is going to come in. So I'll interact with it real quick, just to see, just to sate my curiosity. I won't go into it. Yep, I was right. Upon departing from Tertium, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Going to leave that for now. So, doubly so, that's the second time in recent memory that we've ended before one of these instanced encounters. There's also a several cutscenes will play in sequence variant. Lovely! So yeah, with that we will wrap things up for now. Yeah, thanks as always, Stormy. Always a good time, and you definitely get yourself some good rest. Yeah. And thanks to everyone who came by to watch. Hope you all had a wonderful time, and until the next one, take care.